Yeah, that should work. Okay, looks good. Okay, so I think this is good. And that's FedEx. Okay, so where we left off yesterday, I will let you guys know that I absolutely have to work on this off of the camera as well, because my goal is to have this done by the end of the week, because I need to get it in the mail, because it's not something that I'm handing someone, I'm mailing it. So that being said, I honestly don't know exactly where we finished off yesterday. I think we finished off putting the inside cover and the inside two covers in. None of this is glued down. But I designed some pages to kind of get put together. I cut them out. I put the backings, the tape on them and everything like that, just to kind of make this go a little bit faster. Well, it's not going any faster, to be honest with you. But if I weren't doing any of this unless the camera was on, I might be done by the end of December, maybe. So I actually did some fussy cutting, just one right there. Bloop. So those of you who know, I don't really do fussy cutting. My wrists don't like it much. So a lot of this is already done. Oh, and I did want to show you guys something real quick with this tape. Okay, we'll get to it later. So you'll see I put the fabric all across the edges. So now all of the pages, I also put them on the inside. So now that you're not going to see this chipboard or cardboard or craft board anywhere in this journal. It's completely covered. So yay. So I hope everyone is doing well. I feel like I should create like a greeting or something, you know, like how Miss Gail says hi and hugs, and you know, she's so sweet, and a lot of people are, you know, welcome to my channel, this is blah blah blah, whoever it is. I need a catchphrase. I just say, hey, what's up? You know, it works. Ow. I don't know why I said ow, but all right, so I'm gonna line this up here. Oh, and by the way, I love this tape, but when it's down, it's down. There is no readjusting. So you need to be on point. Also, I went over the prices, what I paid for the tape yesterday in yesterday's live video. But that's was not completely accurate, because I got the tape on sale. So I got it at 50% off of what it was supposed to be. I went back to look because I was like, oh, I'm going to buy me some more. Not so much, because it is twice as expensive as I thought it was. And I'm just looking in my little drawer here. All right, glue it is. Because the tape that I do have, I ordered 1/4 inch tape, but they didn't have any. So I'm just going to put some wet glue. And I'm going to smear it up, make sure it's nice and even. You don't have to do this. You could just put it on and, you know, go from there. All right. I'm going to push this down. Here. Oh, it's all moving around on me. I'm not used to it moving. I've been using this tape. All right, so I put a pocket right here because my thought process is to have like a tag or a card or something, a photo mat to go in here. And then I'm going to put this right, I think, in the corner. I think I like that better than right in the middle. No, I think it gets lost there. Right there. I think it's good. So anyway, I went back to look to see if I could buy some more of this tape because I am in love with it. And it's twice as expensive as I thought it was. Because like I said, I had gotten it on sale and I was like, whoa, Nelly Furtado. That is pricey even for me at wholesale. So I'm like, I don't know about that. So the rolls that I was just like, oh yeah, it's $3 a roll. Yeah, it will cost me $6. And I looked on Etsy even to see if people sold them. The small one like this cost me $4 wholesale. So they sell it on Etsy for $8. And I'm like, oh my word, I don't think I could like make myself pay $8. I mean, but it is really, really nice tape. Like it is phenomenal. I love it. So I guess if you know what it is, makes it a little bit easier to spend that much money on it. But grab a baby wipe. Take this off of here because it's gonna this silicone thingy, I had glue on it like I do right now, and I'd set it down and apparently it got too close to my phone. It was glued to the back of my phone. It was quite humorous actually. So I've got like little cards back here that I cut out of the A4 pack. That's my little scrap, like the little scraps. I have them contained at the moment in a binder clip. But so I was thinking about putting like little cards in here. I could put all of them in here at the moment, but I'm going to use them throughout the book, not just right there. Oh, ooh. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Okay. Okay. So I think I just came up with an idea of something. So what I'm going to do, hey, what's she doing? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of these little cards. These came out of, like I said, these came out of the A4 kit. And I'm using 4 different paper pads from this collection. And I'm using all 4 pads. So I'm using the original 12 by 12 collection. I'm using the 12 by 12 patterns. I'm using the 8 by 8, and I am using the A4. And it is, for those of you who did not catch it yesterday, it is Aesop's Fables. It is available in my shop, and you can go and purchase it from there. Just do a search in the Etsy shop for AESOP' Fables, Fables. And it should, theoretically, it should come up. All right, so I think what I'm going to do here is double check my, nope, not big enough. Any big enough? Nope, not big enough. I'm just double checking my scraps real quick. I have a pile of scraps over here. Ah, you are not supposed to be loose. All right. Same old, just lurking and working. Nice. That sounds like fun. Okay. So I think what I want to do is take this card, put it there, take this, put it right there. I need to do this real quick. and do this. So what I'm doing is I am going to turn these 2 cards into like a foldy card, kind of like a greeting card. Okay. Oh, that's not going to work. My theory was to like put it down. Oh, I can still do it. All right. So I'm putting a little bit of tape down so I can put this cardstock on top of the scrapbook paper and kind of hold it in place because it's going to be glued down anyway. But if I can do it now, then I won't have to worry about it shifting. Let me move one of these out of the way. Okay, so we're going to pull this off completely, and then we're going to pull part of this off. Not completely. Okay, so I'm going to line this up, potentially. Trying to make the gap on the top, the bottom, and this side the same or similar. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and leave the tape on like that. Okay. Put this over here, and I'm going to score at the edge of this card like that. Okay. So then that was not enough. Let's score it at the edge of the card. Let's go. Is my head in the way? Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So I think I'm just going to, instead of trying to force this, I think I'm going to just leave it. Or do it this way. Because that was my idea, to have it sit like that. Right? Bloop, bloop. I think that'll work. All right, bring this up. It wasn't so bad. Wait, what? It wasn't so bad? I think is what she meant to say. All right, so like I said, my goal with this project is to hopefully be done with it by Friday. And that way I can get it off and into the mailbox. Okay. So that being said, I have got a lot of work that I'm doing outside of the camera, was my point behind all of that. Hey, Crafty Cat. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I am working on a photo album for a friend of mine for a gift, and I was mentioning the front pocket, and I was like, oh yeah, I got these cards, blah blah blah, and then I was like, wait, how can I make them more complicating and crazy? So I decided to make them into a little booklet. Ooh, you know, it'd be really cool. She's not a writer, so I'm not going to do this. But what would be really cool is you could actually make it into a little booklet and put papers in there. That would be cool. All right, so I'm going to line up these two cards here, make sure they're going the right direction. Upside down, upside down. All right. Stuck my head in the camera again. I'm good at that. All right, so I'm going to see if I can't take away. There we go. At least the gum eraser takes away the tape. That's good. Without taking away my paper. All right. So now we have a little thing. So for all of these pages like this, we're going to go in and put either a photo stamp that says, hey, put picture here, or we're going to put in a photo mat, like a more traditional photo mat. And I'll show you guys what I mean by that. So there's that. And you can put more in there. So this is going to be the first page. We're going to go ahead and take this out. I'm going to reassemble it and then put it on the book. So a lot of this work, the prep work, if you will, has already been done. This, again, is the size of the inside mat, the white card. This guy right here. That is this. Okay. And this page has got a waterfall, and it is magnetic. I love my magnets. I cannot help it. It is what I do. All right, so I'm going to start from the back, I think. My head's in the camera. Yes, it was. My big old frizzy hair. There is no taming this thing. All right, so I'm going to line this up from the bottom and peel the glue off my fingers. Yeah, this goes like this. Yep, okay. So line it up at the bottom. Again, you're going to make sure that the sides have equal space or semi-equal space to the bottom here. That's kind of how you line it up. And then hope that it all goes well. And I did not line that up perfectly, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to pull this off. This what happened here, right here. So, like a ding dong, I was like, oh, this tape is super awesome. I can use it with my magnets. And so instead of measuring out exactly where it needs to go and then putting my magnet there, I decided to put a big old piece of tape there and then try to find it, and it got stuck to my paper, and I didn't even burnish it or nothing, but it did not want to come up. And luckily this will be matted with like a photo of some sort or a photo mat, and I'll show you what I mean by those. So that little whoops will get covered, no biggie. But I just wanted to show you guys that tape is strong. My break is up. Happy crafting. I'll check. Oh, awesome. But yeah, this tape is, I'm in love. Can you tell? All right, so there is the first fall of my waterfall. And then this one will be the second one. Could you imagine how much time this would take on camera? So I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, and I was saying that I had worked on this yesterday from the time that I started the stream until about midnight last night. Got up again this morning and started working on it again this morning from around 8 to 9. And then and this is all I've got. I mean, I've got a lot of it done, but it's not nearly as quick as like a junk journal. A junk journal is the process of getting it together and constructed is so much faster. But then again, it's just a matter of what you want to do. Do you want to make a journal? And the person that I'm making this for doesn't write. So making a journal for them would be pointless because they don't write. So this is going to go there like that. Like that. It'll line up nice and pretty. And then the last one here. Oop, I just flung my paper clip. Not at all. There's a lot of work that goes into an album. Worth it though. Oh my gosh, I love making photo albums. Like they are definitely my favorite. It's where I started. I must have overlapped the tape right there. Anyway, it's where I started, and I absolutely love making photo albums. So a lot of people ask me, like, how did I get into crafting? And like, what was it, like a family ordeal or something like that? And my mom used to be crafty. Well, I mean, I guess you don't really lose that ever, do you? But my mom used to be crafty, and she would make, when I was younger, she would make like center arrangements, like centerpieces for events, like weddings and such like that. And I mean, she never was really into paper crafting. Her mom used to paint. Like, she would paint anything and everything. Her dad, my grandpa, would do wood carvings, would make things out of wood, and then her mom would paint them. So I guess that crafting or artistry is kind of in my family, but nobody's done the paper crafting like I had. They've all done different variations of art and artistry, and even my kids, they all do different forms of art. So for instance, my oldest child, she likes to draw. And then my son is incredibly talented with music. And like, he can pretty much play any instrument. And he taught himself how to play the trumpet, the drums, and the piano. And right now, he's in high school playing the band. He plays a steel drum, as in a drum of oil. That's what I mean by steel drum, not like a snare or a bass drum. And I'm just like, kid, is there anything you can't play? It's funny enough, his band teacher asked him the same thing. So, and then my youngest daughter, she is creative more like me in the sense that she kind of does all kinds of things. All right, so this is going to actually go together with glue instead of tape because I don't have, well, I do, but I've gotten a little spoiled with the Prima tape. So I'm going to use my PVA glue, my Carpenter PVA glue. I do not have a link for that in the description box, but maybe I can think about it and put it in there. Okay. I'm just trying to make these all line up perfectly, and they're just not going to line up absolutely perfectly until I get them on the paper. So putting them on the paper. And I'm just smoothing that out, that's all. Now, as long as this one lines up with this one on the back, we're golden. Okay. It has a lot more wiggle room than the tape has. So anyway, I hope everyone else is doing really well, not working too hard. And if you are, I hope you're enjoying what you're doing. It's always nice to enjoy your work. Okay, just lining these back up or relining these up. Yeah, your work is like kind of cool actually. If I had a job that wasn't my job, this job, I would say I'd want to do something like that. Just because it's like work from home and you don't necessarily directly deal with people. Like you kind of indirectly deal with them, but not directly. You don't have to talk to them face to face. Sometimes you do, like in meetings and such like that. And I get that, but all right. So there we go. Flip, 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 flip. All right. So where'd my book go? Now, yeah, data entry. All right. So this is the second page, and we're going to go ahead and pull that out so we can put the first page in because it's done. We're just going to set it in there. Bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Don't mind me and my crazy noises. And I've already burnished all of this tape down. Not that it's really necessary, as you can see from the whoops. But I still do it because I do want this book to be able to be handled. It will most likely be handled by children as well, young children. So I want to make sure that it can take the beating. You know, my hand itched. You guys ever done that? Like have your hand or your feet itch in such a weird spot, like right here, the palm, like my scar used to itch all the time. Or the top of my big toe. I had that happen. I'm like, really? What a weird spot to itch. Okay, so this one's actually very simple. This is, it is simply a page with a flip out because I wanted there to be places that they could put large pictures. My thumb went, oh yes. My thumb, I always get weird cuts on my thumb, not necessarily itches, but cuts. Like this spot right here that y'all can see, that's actually a scar. That little pink dot is a scar from when I had a paper cut from I don't know if it's cardboard or what kind of envelope it was, but it was like a chipboard envelope. It's one of the shipping things anyways. Something I had come in the mail and I was digging it out. It was from clear bags. I was digging out my bags from the envelope and it just sliced my thumb. That was like 2 or 3 months ago when that happened. Maybe not that long ago, but it was a minute ago for sure. But now it's just a scar. I cut my thumb all the time. Not so itchy, but definitely slice and dice it quite regularly. Like, oh, what time did I start? Okay. Just trying to make sure that I don't go too long because I know a lot of people are rewatching this as if they're videos, which is great. Because I was kind of in a dilemma, video live, you know, what do you do? And I don't know, I might actually continue this process as a video instead of a live. That way I can actually just turn the camera on and continue the process. Because if it's a live, I can't really do that as well. But if it's a video, I can. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. And we're going to put it on the back side of this. I'll line it up. Like a kind of in the middle-ish. All right, and then I'm going to put another strip of tape right back on top of that. Okay. So what do you guys think about that? If you have any thoughts on that at all? What are your thoughts? I'm like continuing this process, but more as a video instead. I will say that the quality seems to be lost. There it is. Seems to be better in the lives versus the videos for some reason, which I don't understand because I don't change anything. Like, I use the same camera, same microphone, same lightings, everything. So I don't know why there's a difference in quality. I guess the only difference is I use OBS for my videos and I stream straight through YouTube for the lives. So maybe that's the difference. I'm not entirely sure. So there you go. Bloop, bloop. All right, let's put this back here. Right there is where that one's going. Oh, why doesn't your TV like lives? What do you mean? Like it won't play them? So how are you watching me now on your phone? All right, so now this gives the friends some nice big space to put some photographs and some captions. Very nice. All right, so this one here is a little bit more complicated than the last one. Not much, just a smidge. Oh, okay. I got you. That makes sense. Well, not the whole blurry part, but yeah, gotcha. All right. So as you can see, this is the barcode of the pad. I use all of the paper. I do not discriminate because it's the title page. I use all of the paper. This goes here, actually. This goes here. You go there. This is a pocket. Yeah, let's do it that way. All right. So I was trying to decide whether I was going to put the pocket on the page or behind the page. And I think I'm going to do behind the page. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Because obviously I'm not putting the pocket behind the page. Let go. Okay. So what I mean by that is this is the pocket. And either I was going to put the pocket here on top of the page or behind the page like this. And I think I'm going to do behind the page. So let's do that last. Because I have a flip that secures the contents of the pocket. On the other side, and so we're probably going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay. So honestly, it doesn't take me too long to design the layouts of these things. The most time that it takes is finding the papers to get them cut out and such. Because I try to use my scraps as much as possible. Like these guys were all pieces of scraps. The bigger pieces like this, those mostly come from the new sheets, which creates the scraps. Okay. All right. And also, too, I think that if we do the videos, I will be able to do a little bit more of the planning process with you guys as well, potentially. So I flip it over because I like to line it up with the left corner. It doesn't always work out, but I do like to do it that way. It seems to work out better. All right. Well, let's take it off. All right. Oh, it just moved. I knew that was going to happen. All right. Okay. And so now we're going to find something to put inside this, in this pocket, but we'll do that later. Right now, I'm just trying to get the pages put together. Oh, I need to redo. You know, I might actually be able to have time to put this last page on. Hold up. So just in case you guys didn't catch my video yesterday, the tape that I'm using is from Frank Garcia. He is a designer at Prima. And I do not currently have this in my shop. But you can find it on Etsy. Well, you can find the roll that I'm currently using, which is the 5/8 of an inch size. I haven't found any other size on Etsy, so I don't know about the 1/2 inch or the inch or even the 1/4 inch. I don't think they actually make a 1/2 inch. They make 1 inch, 2 inch, 5/8 inch, and a 1/4 inch. The ones that I've been able to find on Etsy are, you might be able to find them at like scrapbook.com or something like that. But the ones that I've been able to find on Etsy, they're $8 a roll, and they are the 5/8 inch. Okay. Okay. Just double checking the position here to make sure that it is good. Okay. Make sure that we are upright. And line that up. And there we go. Okay. Now we have to glue our pocket down because our pocket's not glued down yet. But that is simple enough. Take our glue, put it on our little flappy flaps here. Oh, forgot to miter those little corners. It just makes things going in and out of the pockets easier, that's all. I mean, it does break down the bulk ever so slightly, but I wouldn't say enough to really say, oh, it cuts down on the bulk. Not so much. But it does help the ease of things going in and out of the pockets because they seem not to get stuck in those corners. So then we can take one of these little cards or another insert or something and put it right there. Oh, actually, I had cut one specifically to go into a big pocket like that. All right, so we're going to have to map that. So I'm going to leave it out so I remember to map that. And then the back page is this. What is this? Number 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the last one that I have planned out. And this one's another one that is simple in theory. It's got a pocket and an envelope with an insert and a flag flip. So here is the pocket. Okay. Here is the flag flip. And these elements are templates that I have purchased from Genevieve Designs. This was one of her original templates from way back when. This is called, hold on, I have my book. The Ultimate DIY Scrapbook Printable Template. And no, you don't get this book. You have to make that book. You get when you purchase it, you get a digital download. It's normally in a PDF. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's always in a PDF. Okay. And this one is the top of the flag flip. So these elements like this flag flip and this, not that. I don't know if she has that or not. So I took it from one of her templates and then basically had to alter it down so much that I'm just like, yeah, it's, whatever. I mean, I can show you what the original template was, and it's just like not, I mean, I guess it's kind of close. It has tabs, which, all right. So we want it to go this way or this way. I don't think it really matters. It's sideways no matter what. Let's go this way. All right. Oh, and then there was this part here. I actually had to glue this down, this part, because I did a whoopsie and put the magnet on the paper instead of the cardstock, and there was no pulling that up. So the only way for me to get that magnet where it needed to be was to glue that paper down. So I did. Ding. It got colder. It definitely got colder. So yesterday, the high was like 76, right? Today, the high in our area is 60. Saturday, the high will be 80. Like, what? What is happening right now? Oh my gosh. That was my daughter that just texted. She's like, Mom, I swear it's getting colder. Yes, it is. It actually is. She's silly. All right. I probably should have glued this down first. All right. I probably should mat this little spot right here, but what do you think? Do you think I need to? I have some scraps. I might be able to find something. Actually, this is what I cut that piece out. Come here. I just want the one piece. There we go. Oh, wait, that's not it. That's it. Well, you can come on down. I'm not gonna turn you away. I mean, if you can get on the base. I'm just kidding. Kind of. But yeah, it can't make up its mind. I mean, I do live in South Carolina, so it's not like it ever gets cold. It might drop down a little bit for like a week or so. But I don't know. It just doesn't really get cold. Not like it does up north. Oh my goodness gracious. gracious, gracious. Come here. All right. Oh, no. I need to keep that. Don't throw that away. Tried to take my spatula with me. Oh. Okay. So I think that will be good there. Oh, what about the green? I like the green. Oh, yeah, I like the green better. I think it'll be interesting to see you try to get on base. I mean, dude, they actually had an AR the other day. I was like, whoa. What's with the big guns here? I don't remember what she said, but she just laughed at me. Because, I mean, they carry. Obviously, they carry. They're police. They're just military police. And sometimes local police. Depends. You know, because they have manning and whatnot. And sometimes it's the police. And I think they rotate shifts, actually. Sometimes it's the local police and sometimes it's the military police. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you, but... Oh, yeah, no, they had big guns. I was like, whoa. Like, Nelly Furtado. It's scary. Like, I live here and that's scary. Whew. I'm going to cover this up because it will dry out. It's not quite as bad as the art glitter glue, but the opening's not nearly as narrow as the art glitter glue. But it seems to dry just as quick as far as like on the paper. All right, we're going to put this down here. I was bending it backwards because I think when I was taking the tape off, I had bent it forward. And so it was like sitting funny. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, I think. So put a little spot right there. Just kind of hold it for a second. Okay, good enough. And you don't need a lot. Just a smidge. That's it. Bloop. All right, that's done. Now we got to mat the mat. I'm going to be sad, though, when I run out of tape. I mean, I still have a little bit left, so. I am going to be sad. Hey, Melissa. How you doing? I am making a Christmas present for a friend. I'm making a photo album. And right now, I'm making a photo mat to go inside this envelope that's going to go inside of a pocket that's going on a page inside the photo album. Yeah. Well, I mean, good news is at least I have access to it at not ridiculous prices. But I actually have an account with American Crafts, and their minimum used to be pretty low. But they recently, I guess because of the supply shortages or the shipping, I'm not sure, but they recently increased it. They almost doubled it. And I'm just like, what exactly you want me to do with that? But also, it's not even the minimum quota. The minimum quota isn't the tricky part, because I mean, if you get enough good product, you can make the minimum quota just fine, or the minimum order amount, right? But whenever you're why did I do that? Ding dong. Whenever you're making the orders, they have upped the quantity, the minimum quantity per item. And it used to be, some things like the real big ticketed items were, you could get one. Like the typewriters, for instance. You could get one. It's Miss Erica, Miss Melissa. And, the smaller things, like the packs of paper or die cuts or anything like that, the minimum quantity was 6. Now the minimum quantity is 180. 180. I'm like, what in the world am I supposed to do with that? Like, I'm not Walmart. I can't buy 180 of something. That's crazy. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be keeping that or not. Wait, did I decide to do it this way or this way? Oh, I don't remember. I don't think it really matters, to be honest with you. Oh, wait. It does, because then it'll won't get stuck. So, yeah, let's do it that way. It is way too much glue. What were you thinking? Ah. All right. Okay. So, yeah, like what are you supposed to do with almost 200 of anything? Like, that's crazy. You know what I do with 200 of things? I break it apart and then put it together in packs of 5. You want to buy 5 rolls of tape for $12 each? No, I don't. But anyway, so yeah, I may or may not be keeping the American Crafts. And with that comes We Are Memory Keepers, Bow Bunny, K & Company. That's my favorite. And that's why I'm like, ew, do I really want to? And it's not like I close the account or nothing like that. It's just I just don't buy anything. That's all. But like, I've seriously thought about like buying 200 of the K & Company die cuts because, well, I love them. But what am I going to do with that many? That's just crazy. I don't know. It's crazy, crazy. All right. So this goes here and this goes here. And there's no magnet on this flap. It's just there. Yeah, no. I am not. Nope. Whatever works, that does not work for me. That is a no bueno. No bueno. All right, do the bottom one now. I don't know what it is with my thing with the left. Like, I really like doing things on the left, but I'm right-handed. Like, what is that? And no, I'm not ambidextrous. This is tape from Frank Garcia from Prima. I do not have this available in my shop, but you can find it on Etsy. I don't know if you can find it on scrapbook.com. You should be able to find it on scrapbook.com. They're like the paper crafting Walmart, right? Basically. All right. Mm-hmm. And then this paper line that I'm using the 12 by 12 paper, the pattern paper, the A4, and the 8 by 8, all 4 paper pads. So this is Aesop's, however you pronounce it. It's AESOP' Fables. And I do have all of the paper pads available in the shop. And it is a Ciao Bella line. All right, you are going here, right? Yeah. All right. Maybe I should put a magnet there. Oh well. All right. And then bloop. Oh my gosh, this thing is so cool. Dude, I love photo albums. I might either have to put a magnet on the back of this so it'll sit still, or put a magnet in here. I don't want it floating around like that. Scam likely. It is most likely someone offering me health insurance, which is funny because those of you who don't know, my husband's military, which means we have military insurance. So I'm going to go ahead and flip through what we've done today, and then I will call it a day. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I will have more pages laid out and we can get some more constructed tomorrow. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to convert into videos to show you guys the full process of this or not, because the video quality is not quite as good as the live stream quality. I'm not entirely sure. So if you guys are looking for the paper collections that I'm using for this particular book, it is Aesop's Fables. You can find it in my shop, journeyofcrafting.com. So this is what we did today, the front inside cover. I did the fussy cut. This is actually off the title page of the 12 by 12 papers, waterfall, and we did 3 pages of waterfall on that. And why are you stuck? I'm gonna have to fix that. There we go. All right, and then so there's 3 pages of waterfall, and then you flip over, and there's a flip out here. But this gives you nice room for a big photo here or many little photos, and same thing on this side. So I wanted to make sure to give room for larger photos. This one is a photo mat that I still have to cover. I just put it in so I wouldn't forget about it. But this is the page. Has a flip here, back. This is actually a pocket, which is going to house the photo mat when it's done. Again, I'm leaving it out so I don't forget about it. And then this is the last page that we just did. And there's a top flip here. Same thing. You can put photos in here, different captions or whatnot. And I can show you guys the photo mats that I'm going to do with those real quick. And then this is the envelope and the pocket here. So you could put a photo here, nice big photo here, put this inside. This envelope does have also a photo mat as well. So there's actually two different types of photo mats that I'm talking about. There's this one here that is the card that we make. It's nice and sturdy. It's reinforced, so you can take it out, you can write on it, you can do, whatever to it. Now, what we're going to do with these things, I'm going to go ahead and grab this one just so I can show you, because everything, well, we'll grab this one too. So we'll grab the two small ones. This goes on the inside cover pocket here, and then this goes inside of here. So this actually isn't going to have a photo mat. That might, maybe, I don't know. So what I mean by that is, and here are the cards that are just like these, but they're on the 8x8. So even if you don't get the 12 or the A4, you can still get the cards in the 8x8. And I am using every pad available to me. These are photo mats that you can download. You have to purchase them from Genevieve Designs. They're from one of her latest kits from not last year, but the year before, I believe, 2019. And they're from Basically Amazing is what it's called. So I printed every page, and just so I could have the different sizes available. So like, see, that would work there. And then you would have that underneath to have a caption. And so what I would do with this is I would trim it down ever so slightly around the corners. And we can do that. This one here, I really need to put this in here first, but that's too big. That might work too. Let's put it right in the middle, maybe. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. So that is what I mean by having little photo mats. And then once you're done with that, for someone, like if you're making this for someone who doesn't know what an interactive photo book is, then you can put stamps down that tell them what to do. And I'm looking sideways because I thought I had my stamps handy, but I guess I don't. But you can put down, I have stamps that say place photo here. And I think I set them down somewhere, and now I don't know where they're at. Oh, here they are. So you can just put, place, there's just and I got these off of Etsy. It's from the Cutting Cafe shop. I think they were like $8 or something like that, $7. They were super inexpensive. You can also get some from Genevieve Designs. She also collaborated with Maymay from Maymay Made It to design and create her own set of stamps that are very, very similar to this, only much more decorative. And you can stamp on here. So like if you're giving this as a gift to someone who doesn't really know what an interactive photo album is. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm not going to put these down at all because I'm going to put some decorative paper down first. But this one I can trim down a little bit around my corners and use that. And I'm just going to use my scissors. If you cannot cut in, or if you don't trust yourself to cut in a straight line, you can definitely use your trimmer. Don't feel obligated to use your scissors just because you saw someone else do it. If you don't feel comfortable, then use something different. Use a ruler and a knife. I know there are crafters out there that, they swear by their craft knife because that's just what they use. And they are, wow, the amount of precision that they can get with their craft knife is insane. I'm going to cut this bottom one just a little bit further in. I shouldn't be cutting that tape with these scissors. It's getting gummy. All right, so I'm going to use the 1/4 inch round here. And I'm just going to snip the corners just ever so slightly. Did I miss that one? Yes. All right. And now I'm put it right here, and we can have a little title there, a little caption there. And then you can also put on the flip side another one that has maybe like this one. The what is this called? The I think it's like the Polaroid style. Again, I did not design these. These are from Genevieve's Designs. They're from her latest digital collection that she has come up with. I think it was back in 2019. I already cut all of the pages apart, so it had the information, the copyright information on it. I believe it said it was 2019. So, I believe. And I'm just using my ruler to cut this. I try to use my ruler to cut this as much as possible because it's very sticky. Again, for people that are just coming in, I do notice that there are more people in here now. This tape is amazing. So far, I've used this tape and occasionally the tiniest bit of this PVA glue. That is like picture frame PVA glue. It's meant for, wood. But so far, about 98% of this book has been constructed with this tape, up to and including the fabric cover, which is insane. And that's from Prima. If you do a search for the Artisan adhesive tape, it should come up. I do not offer this in my shop. I repeat, I do not offer this in my shop. So don't come yelling at me that you can't find it, because it's not there. But you can find it in other places. I don't know what the prices are in other places. I do know I've seen it on one shop in Etsy. And for this size, which is the 5/8, this size here, it was $7.99 plus tax and shipping. So. And this paper that I printed these photo mats on is 32-pound type paper. So it's not cardstock. It's 32-pound type paper. I don't know what the GSM is. All right, so that's it. And so I will go through and I'll put photo mats like that kind of throughout. And then I'll use my little stamps here and say place photo here. I will most likely do this one and this one, kind of maybe a combination of the two, but I'll just put place photo here. This is the first interactive photo album that this particular person is receiving. They are familiar with my work. They've seen my work. They have my work, but not my photo albums. So I will probably continue to do that off camera. But hey, Paula, you caught me as I'm leaving. I have to go get my kid here in a minute. That's Erica. And so, like I said, I will go through and I will do a lot of stuff off camera, because I do really, really, really want to get this done before the end of the week. Let's put this back in here so I don't forget it. And then put that back in here so I don't forget where it's going. I could put this in here. Oh, that's super cute. Then I'd have to find something else to put in that other pocket. That's all right, though. So I kind of want a magnet now, because that flappy flap is going to drive me bonkers, even though it's not even mine. But I might put a magnet back there, like maybe behind a photo mat or something. I mean, it doesn't really go much. But yeah, so I will finish matting this one. Oh, sounds cool, Miss Paula. So yeah. Hopefully I'll have more pages ready to go for you guys tomorrow. And hopefully I'll get on a little bit earlier tomorrow, maybe around 10 instead of 11 this time, because I'm starving. It is 12 o'clock. That was my alarm that just went off saying, feed me. Anyway, anyway, I will catch you guys all later. Thank you guys so much for stopping in and chatting with me. I had a blast, and I will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow, and I'll have more work for you guys on this, I believe. Hopefully, anyway. So again, Aesop's Fables, it is in the shop in the description box below. And you guys have a wonderful evening, and love you guys, and I'll see you all later. Bye.